yeah, I went straight back into finishing up my clinicals for school for the X-ray, and then from there I literally started working. So like I didn't have time to be sitting in my emotions. Like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have that time. Like I literally just was going and going and going, and then I started my boutique, things like that. So it was, I guess when you think about it, a distraction really. And i was I was thinking about my emotions more so in the sense of like I started journaling. That's like when I first started talking to you about like spiritual things. Like you was enlightening me on like journaling and releasing and
Mm-hmm.
just like the spiritual aspect of things. So I was like literally just getting into that. So that was my first transition into that.
Mm-hmm.
So now Judah, I don't work a 9 to 5, so I'm just doing real estate. I can do it as I please, and I literally have been taking my 6 weeks to actually sit in my emotions. So I
Mm-hmm.
haven't had no, like, I ain't had no choice but to be like in my emotions.
So now you're like processing it.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I get to process it a lot differently. That's why I said that's why I said yesterday. It took me 5 years to really process and realize, like,
Mm-hmm.
tell myself, like, hey, although I'm doing all the things, like being his mom and taking care of him,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like, hold on now, like I got a 5-year-old son.
Right.
Like it took me forever to actually like process that,
And
and
then you're
so.
processing not only Judah's emotions, but you're also processing Elijah's emotions because they never really went anywhere. It's just
Mm-hmm.
a little more heightened now
Mm-hmm.
that you have this awareness.
Yeah. So
Mm.
now it's like I I'm adjusting from, okay, I just had this birth. So now I have to be aware of my body and how my body is feeling and the things that I'm going through physically.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, I have the emotions that I have to deal with, because some days I'm okay. Some days I'm not okay. Some days I just want to cry just because
Mm-hmm.
the sun is shining and I want to cry. Like for real.
Like it's
Like,
so beautiful out
yeah,
here.
like, oh my gosh, like it feels so good outside. Like, and I could just burst out in
So
tears.
more like some of his tears of joy.
Mm. Well, I mean, I cannot really give you an answer,
Got you.
because sometimes, like, I just feel the need to cry and I don't really know why until after I cry and kind of like sit down and, just be in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so it's that I would say that that's really the difference and I would say in the way that I had them is completely different, because I had a C-section with Elijah, so it wasn't um of course we have that emotional connection because
Mm-hmm.
he was like literally a part of me, so we had that bond.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel like the C-section took away that spiritual experience that I would have had.
Absolutely.
So with Judah, we was able to connect on a whole different level because I actually let him come through my womb.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, right afterwards, he came to me literally like on my chest. Judah, like he
You can
literally.
tell the connection is different too.
Mm,
Not like it's not like you love them any different, but you could just
yeah.
tell you're a little more emotionally attentive to
Ooh, Judah, come
he
on now.
pooped.
I don't know about that one. Judah, are you over here booing? Like for real?
Oh, I
Judah.
heard it. Oh,
And then you over here grunting. Oh, he pushing. Oh man. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna just let you do what you're doing. Okay.
mm.
Okay.
I feel like he's looking you in his eyes.
You seen that arm go up? Girl, he pushing.
Ooh,
You
ooh.
hear him pushing?
Get it, honey.
All right. Well, we gonna let's wait till you get done. Okay. So
Mm.
yeah so on ooh baby, on top of having that spiritual connection with him, like him.
I don't smell it, but I smell it. Like it's like I don't smell it, but the way you looking, it got me like squinting my nose. Like
I smell it for sure.
I'm scared.
And if I'm telling you, Tay, if this is just gas, I'm gonna be whenever he poop. I already know.
Bless it.
It's coming today. Please stop scratching your face, please. Yeah, just squeeze the boob. Okay. So while he does that, we're just gonna let him get that out. But yeah, so also having that because I feel like our bonds too are, you squeezing my nibble.
Judah, all right now, all right? Don't hit her.
I feel like our connections and our bonds is kind of built differently. Please stop scratching.
It kind of reminded me of the one with Elijah. Was a little more based off of survival at that moment, but this one is more so you have love around you and you're in a more loving space.
Hold on, let me see if he actually booping. Because the way he over here pushing. Okay. This chick. Okay, yeah.
He pooped.
Yeah, he did. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna let you get that out because I don't think you're done. Because he will continue to poop as I'm changing him.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. Okay. But the bonds are definitely built differently. In the way of with Elijah. It was more so built with me taking care of him, like of course I'm his mom and like I'm gonna take care of him, but I feel like loyalty and love is kind of okay.
You ready?
Okay. I feel like loyalty and love is kind of synonymous when you're thinking about guys and how they love you, because a mom is very loyal to their son. They literally cater to them. Okay. They literally like cater to them. And you know how a mom and son's relationship is built. Okay.
What they say, they raise the daughters, love the sons.
Yeah. And then but with Judah, our bond is built differently because of the things that we've already been through. Like before me having to do anything for him, like I had to help him bring him in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like on top of that, I'm spending emotional like quality time with him during my like postpartum. You know what I'm saying?
I think that makes a difference too on a kid's emotional intelligence or their emotional development as they get into those like toddler years and stuff. And, I know I learned that we were taught to really don't pick up that baby when it start whining and stuff, because then it's gonna get clingy. But I also learned too that you welcome, that moms having that like that always picking them up and always doing what you're doing, like loving on them, actually improves their emotional development better. So I think that's true.
Yeah, because I'm very intrigued to see like how, like I keep telling Terry, I'm very intrigued to see his personality, but I'm also very intrigued to see how he is towards me as he grows, because I see how Elijah is, and he's very loving and sweet. Like Elijah loves his mom, so I could just only imagine how Judah's gonna be compared, or I guess like with the things that we've already like experienced together.
Yeah.
So it's literally finna be me and him with each other, being there for each other like through this postpartum, and then on top of that, because not only am I going through things like with the recovery, but he also is too.
Yeah.
You know? So he's like growing. He had things like, you know, they say, okay,
you ready to get changed, Papa?
I'm about to say, let's see what's going on.